Yo, what up to whoever's watching this? I just want to show you this quick little tool I built using Airtable, N8n, and Loom. I use Loom for all my meeting recordings, which is great. It kind of just details everything out for you, gives you a meeting recap, and kind of emails that to you. And what I was wanting to do was really get it into Airtable so that I could easily track it, go back and access it without having to filter through email or filter through all my meeting recordings or things on Loom. But gets to be a little bit hard because they don't have like open AI. They don't have a way to webhook anything in. But what they do is every time you have a meeting, you can set it to send you an email, right? So that email then becomes kind of like a webhook for you because like you can just tell your email, your Gmail trigger, what you want it to look for. So inside here, we've got a Gmail trigger. Right now, it's just set up every hour, but we're looking for this specific sender. So when Loom sends me a meeting recording, it comes from this specific sender. What we'll do is we'll fetch a test event here. It'll pull all this. What you want to make sure you do is uncheck simplify. If you simplify it, it only gives you like a snippet of the data information. Doesn't really give you the link you need, doesn't give you the full meeting recap. But you take that simplify off and it gives you all this, full on data. From there, what we're going to do is we're going to run it through a small code node. Basically what this does is just pull out all the information that we kind of want. We want the Loom URL for the video or for the link to the meeting. We want maybe the video ID so we can track that, subject of the email line, who it's from, what date, and then also this email text is the actual summary text body that Loom sends you. So we hit execute step there, it comes in, and it gives us everything we need. We've got the URL that we need, the video ID, the full text body of that. Okay. Inside this text body, it does have some like ads information and stuff or other links to like Loom's documentation and things. So I'll show you how we kind of get that out later when we want to put it into Airtable. But right now it just comes as this big text file. So then we throw in a trigger to be like, okay, just one more step to make sure this is a meeting recording and that it's not coming from something else that maybe Loom uses the same email to push out. Execute this. We just say we want the subject here to make sure that it contains the words meeting recording. And then it pushes it through true branch or false. If it's false, we just do nothing with it. If it's true, we're going to take it into this Airtable node where you kind of just set up, right? You pick where you want it to go. Right now I have this content. I just use this as a general thing where I can kind of play around with N8n projects, but you can put this in sort of any N8n or Airtable processes that I want to play with, but you can put this in any sort of Airtable that you want. What I have it doing is I have a couple hidden fields here, but basically the notes and the subject line. So when I pull it through from N8n, I'm pushing the subject line, that whole thing that says meeting record or meeting record or meeting, I forget what it says. What's it say? It says meeting recording. I throw that in the subject line. Loom video ID, I throw that in there. And then the actual notes, like that big text full strand that I showed you that comes in, that's got all the information, including stuff from Loom and any of their product placement in there, gets thrown into that. And I'll show you real quick. So we just basically set everything in there, put it into execute step. So it's taken that and it's now put it in here. Now I threw in a couple field agents because what I wanted this to do was pull out the specific attendees from here and also filter the meeting notes, because the meeting notes is going to come with all this where you got all these links, right? Full meeting recap and recording. Then you have what you actually want out of the meeting, but it doesn't, like, I don't need all of this data in here. I don't need everything from Atlas and which is Loom. I don't need the unsubscribed stuff. So I basically told a field agent in Airtable to pull all that out and just give me what specific action things I needed. So it does give me the recording, but then bottom everything. Oh, sorry, I'm in the wrong one. Filtered. I took that out. Yep. So it takes out the meeting recording like link. It takes out the Atlas and link down at the bottom and just gives me everything that I want. Okay. Then I've also got it pulling through the link, and this title comes from, it generates just a professional title from what the consensus of the notes were or the meeting recording was. and it'll name it. So then you'll go through here. I've got to pull in the date, what the title is, who the attendees were, the filtered meeting notes. This is usually hidden because I don't need all this. And then subject line and the Loom video ID. So I'll go in here and re-hide those ones that I don't want to see. So I've got everything I want to see, and the Loom video recording works, or the link works, goes right to what it was. So yeah, we can take it from Loom, put it right into Airtable.